Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So in this video, you're going to learn how to create your own welcome email for your email newsletter. So for this video, we're going to be using Beehiiv, which is my go-to email service provider. But whatever email service provider you use, they usually have this option already built in for you to add a welcome email whenever somebody subscribes. So, what is a welcome email, right? And no, it is not the email that you get when you want to, like, just to confirm that you want to opt into that email newsletter, right? So, the welcome email, right, is the first email that you get that usually stands to your subscriber, right, to just make a first impression, right? Just to let them know what your email newsletter is going to be about, right? So like what to expect from the email newsletter going forward after they subscribe, right? You can also add like a lead magnet if that's one way you like got them to sign up, right? You could like add the lead magnet inside your welcome email, right? Provide them with like all the important information that they need so that they know what they're getting into when they subscribe to your email newsletter. So, why do you need a welcome email, right? So, like I said, in the beginning is the first thing is first impression, right? You want to set the tone for your subscribers when they're signing up for your email newsletter, right? So if your email newsletter is like, it's funny and everything, then you could add some personality to your welcome email, right? If it's like, a little bit more serious, right, then a lot more dense information in your welcome email, right? So you could play around with your welcome emails. It just all depends on the type of first impression you want to bring to your subscribers when they first subscribe and see that email. Number two is the engagement, right? So welcome emails are probably I think the only emails that have the highest engagement ever. Because people have come to expect that welcome email and to receive it. So it's like it gets high engagement. So if you sell something or you want somebody to take action right after they subscribe, then the welcome email is the email that you want to go and do those things, right? Also, like I said, it builds that foundation, right? And the welcome email. And also, one of my favorite things about the welcome email is that it improves your deliverability depending on how you use your welcome email, right? A lot of people use it to tell people to if the welcome email lands in the spam folder or promo folder, right? To add the email in the inbox, right? But also another way that people use the welcome email to improve their deliverability is to get people to respond to their welcome emails, which is very important, right? Because that's telling Google and Yahoo email, right, and Outlook, right? Oh, okay, this guy responded to this email, so that means the subscriber wants to see more of these emails going forward, and so they'll make sure to move all those emails into the inbox. So now we're gonna go into Beehiiv and start building the welcome email, right? So I'm gonna use my demo Beehiiv account here. So the first thing you're gonna want to go to, of course, is go into settings, right? So once you go into settings, right, you're gonna go to publication, and then from here you're gonna scroll down until you see the view and update email, right? You want to toggle this on, right? By default, it's off, right? So you want to toggle this on and go to view and update email, right? Overview, right? Edit, right? And there you go. So here, you're going to want to, of course, it's going to be, I think by default, is toggled off. So you want to turn this on, right? Have your subject line set up, right? So like, you could write like hello there or like, something funny like, oh, you, great, you found my welcome email. You found my newsletter, right? Like that's setting the tone like, oh, okay, this guy is gonna be funny, right? Like if you subscribe to some newsletters, some of them are gonna be really funny because that's the tone that they want to go for, right? They want to create that engagement. Just say, hey, like this is a fun newsletter, right? If it's a serious newsletter, right, like the New York Times or something like that, it's gonna be a lot more serious. It could be like welcome to the New York Times or something like that. But yeah, you can play around with it. So and then um just you can have a preview, right? Just be like open this email if you want to know what to expect, right? The preview line, right? So right after the subject line, you got the preview line right there. So the content, right? So the content is very simple, right? So like I said, the welcome email is the first impression, and it's like the most engaging email. So if you have a lead magnet or some sort of a product, or you want your email subscriber to take action, maybe you want them to check out some video or podcast, right? Then this is the moment you want to tell them to do that, right? So you can say like, hey there, right? I'm gonna add a wave, right? Daniel here. Oops. Daniel here, right? Welcome to the 5-minute coffee newsletter, right? Glad you found this newsletter, right? So, and then I want to share with them like 3 things that you can expect from this newsletter, right? So like what to expect from this newsletter going forward, right? And you could do something like, something easy, right? Something small, right? You could have a point 1, right? Point 2 and point 3, right? Point 3, right? So it could be like, book reviews, right? Of course, we could have like something fun, right? Of course, coffee reviews and the name, right? And something could be like, productivity things, right? As well, right? So now the email subscriber, right? They know now what to expect from your email newsletter, right? So if this newsletter, if I was gonna like, take care of it and like actually do something with it, I'm gonna write about like book reviews, right? To expect coffee reviews, hence the name, right? 5-minute coffee, right? And then productivity things, right? So like, anything with productivity, right? Okay, sounds good, right? Now I'm just asking a question, right? Okay, all right. So, and one of my favorite things about like welcome emails is that you can have fun with it, right? You don't have to follow any type of rule, right? You want to have spaces as well, just to make it really easy for the reader to read, right? And then like I want them to take action now, right? So I could tell them to do the classic, hey, if this email landed in the spam folder, right? Can you please move it to the inbox folder to make sure that you don't miss any emails, right? You could do that, right? Or you can add a question, right? Like, okay, before you leave, I have one question for you, right? It could be a fun question, right? What is, your your go-to coffee cup? I guess I don't know, right? Reply to see if we are to see reply to get a mystery gift. Maybe I have like something waiting for them, right? They reply, right? So now I'm telling them to reply, right? And they're gonna get something. They're gonna get a gift, right? To get a mystery gift, right? So now I'm just, now I want them to like make sure that they answer this, right? So I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna make it bold, right? I'm gonna add an emoji, point. There we go, awesome, right? So, and then that's it. So then from there, you can add other things if you want. You can add like to tell you, hey, like, to move my email to the inbox, right? You can do that. But if you get a reply, that won't matter, right? This is way better than telling somebody to move your welcome email to inbox, right? And then, regards, and then I'm going to tell them like, see you on Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, right? So now I tell them, right, when to expect the next newsletter issue, right, going forward. And then regards, dang, that's it, right? Now just make sure it's safe, right? And we just create a simple welcome email, right? So a welcome email, doesn't have to be long, doesn't have to be too it could be whatever size you want it to be, which is really awesome, right? I like short welcome emails just because, people like I've seen a long welcome emails and I don't read every single one of them, right? But the short ones I usually do just because, it doesn't take that much time. And if they want me to take action, then I'll take action, right? So yeah. Now, if you are still having issues writing your welcome email and you need a bit of help and everything, I actually made a free Notion doc, right? So, you get access to a lot of welcome emails that I'm subscribed to, right? A lot of newsletters, right? And it's free, right? So like you could just click the description below and you could get it right there for free if you need help with coming up with ideas of what to include in your welcome email, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.